Oh man, I messed up the screen at the end. Hey y'all, happy Friday. Hey Rainbow Dust 7. Hello. Hello. How y'all doing today? This is High Priestess Jamila. So I wanted to come and give y'all a nice little reminder that around the holidays I get real busy. Did y'all know that? I do. It happens all the time. I was very, very busy around Thanksgiving, very busy around Halloween, and I'm always very busy around Christmas and the New Year. And this year ain't gonna be no different. In fact, I'm probably just gonna be in over my head, barely with my head above the water. I wanted to come and give y'all a reminder to schedule y'all readings early for the holidays. What's today? What is today? Goodness gracious. Today is the 6th. So it is early, but it's okay. Um we still got about 20 days till Christmas. Less than 20 days. Um so y'all, so listen, I want to talk to y'all about y'all court cases and stuff. So if you are having some kind of court case thing, in particular, if you have any type of legal situation going with somebody, and see, the issue has been money for a lot of people. I have had so many people um in social media that has wanted, like, people contacting me from social media that want court cases, but they just can't afford it. It's been people that just can't afford the spiritual work, the extra that it costs. And I feel bad for those people because y'all really do need it when it comes to court cases. You have to be extremely careful, even if it's a child support case. You have to be extremely careful. People are bringing their gods and ancestors into the equation, and you gotta have protection when you dealing with any type of court case. At the very least, you need protection, because people, if they owe you money, they don't want to pay it. Okay, especially with these child support cases, people do not want to. They just don't want to do it. They don't want to pay it. Okay. And what people will do during court cases is they will attack you. They will. And I know that for a fact. I've been getting plenty of rest and recuperation. I finally got closure and justice on a case. And it, to me, was a complete justice for me. Yeah, I do. But because it was a year-long debacle, it was awful, y'all. It was awful. I've just been trying to recuperate because for an entire year prior to getting the verdict, finally, it was a all out war, and it really still is. I still got work to do. In fact, when I get off of here, I'm going to do some court case work for that court case, even though I kind of already got what I wanted. But to be honest with you, what I really wanted, and I think it was just simply because this lady had an attorney spiritual attacks and her trying to bully me. I don't like that. I don't like her. I didn't like the lady's attitude. I didn't like. She had a real stank attitude. Like her demons came out. Whereas prior to that, she was very nice, and that's how she had gotten my business. It was a surplus funds case. She had lied to me from the beginning. Uh, so I still could sue her if I wanted to. But anyway, I think the judge made the best decision. And finally, like last week, I think it was, we finally got the verdict. So, you know, I got some extra Christmas money coming, this year. But I'm still going to be working. I don't just get money and just not work. You know what I'm saying? But the whole year that the court battle was going on, it was hell. It was absolute hell that whole year. Oh my God, it's them people was regularly spiritually attacking me. Oh God, it was awful. It was god awful. It was, and it was probably only because I practiced what I practiced why I got through it. Cause it did, it was over like $50,000 is what the whole battle was over, almost 50 grand. Um, and it's some people that will murder somebody over $50,000. I mean, they would they would murder somebody. So and when you're especially when you're very empathic, you can be very sensitive to that negativity. So if y'all have any kind of court case stuff going on or any kind of extenuating situation, during the holidays it's already bad enough. People, I don't know what it is about the holidays. I don't know what it is about the holidays that make folk act crazy. Have y'all noticed that people act kind of cray cray during the holidays, like they done lost their mind or something? I don't know what it is about them holidays, man. But the reason why I say that my circle is real good, it's real good for anything that you're dealing with. Um, you know, is because we did a lot of work to bring in good luck. And I think that was like that is what made, like, from the beginning when I first opened up my circle on November the 1st. And you're going to need a lot of good luck when it comes to court case stuff or when it comes to dealing with situations with crazy people. Believe it or not, dealing with situations with crazy people requires good luck. For real. Because it's not just good luck but just good spirits and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because crazy people bring in bad spirits and just that low lying fruit, you know what I'm saying? Just like, oh my God, just bad juju, bad fruit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a trip. So, the circle's been real good for that. Um, and so I encourage y'all to get in. Now, here's what a lot of people don't understand about it. Nobody, y'all are not mushed in together. It's not like it's not a coven. It's not a coven. It's not a coven at all. Okay. In fact, I'm not really erecting my coven officially until 2025 because right now I only have like one person that I'm even considering, covering tree or covering with at this moment. Okay. It was a couple, it went down to one. So, you know, but and so I guess two people would be enough for a coven, but I'm not thinking about that until next year. The group is not a coven though. Okay. It's not like you're gonna be battling, you know, uh everybody, sticking together and stuff like that. In fact, you're not in a group with people. It's just that it's where my spirits are able to do the same thing for a group of people. Okay. Because the energies are really, really good around this time of the year. It really is. Okay. And there's a lot of abundance if you know how to tap into it. If you don't know how to tap into it, then it's just not gonna happen. you know. But otherwise, if you know how to tap into that, then like I do. Okay. So make sure that y'all ask me about getting into the Yule circle. But if you guys are gonna have readings, go ahead and schedule them early because my weekends can get pretty hectic. Okay, and then also the holidays period can get very hectic. People will assume, and I don't know why people assume this in particular about me, is that people will assume that the holidays makes business slow. No, the holidays actually brings a lot of business to me, and it always has, and that's not going to change. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So, you know in now, as far as like doing like full elaborate cases and stuff, when it comes to court cases, probably more than likely not, but I do offer, like, it's like a court case blessing. And y'all really, really need to, especially if you guys are thinking about getting potions or some of my customized salts. Okay, y'all need to get that stuff in early. Don't wait till the last minute, because sometimes when it comes to doing stuff like that, it's gonna take me at least a week to get that stuff shipped out to you, especially if you guys want salt, because I do have salts and potions available. Right now, they're in very concentrated forms, so I can send out the salt, mixed with salt. The salts that I got, that I showed you guys in the video that I put up. Those are my salts in very concentrated forms. They can be diluted for me to send them out for y'all. Okay. All right. And my website is under construction, but I'm a witch. I don't need a website to run a witchy business. I'm not running a distribution center here. So because I'm thinking about switching over my website. Honestly, I just I just decided that I did not like what was going on with my webmaster. I didn't like that, and so anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. That ain't nobody's business or nobody's problem. So if you guys are gonna be scheduling readings and stuff, please get it in early. Don't wait till the last minute, because a lot of people will wait till the last minute, and then I won't be available, or I'll be into something else. And then guys, here's the thing about it, is that you got to when I have time to do readings, it's best to get them. I had to explain to one of my clients that when I have spiritual work to do, especially when it comes to an emergency, I don't be having time for readings. I got to get the work done. Okay, sometimes stuff will come up and I'll have to get work done, like actual spiritual work, and I'll have to reschedule, or either sometimes I'll be running a little behind on readings. Like I'll have to tell you, hey, give me about 30 minutes because I got some stuff that popped up over here. And so, that takes priority, which is why I am offering that chakra reading by text or email, okay, for 37. You guys can get that if you have any like burning questions or whatever. Y'all can utilize that. You want to visit my link tree. I need to update my video description box though. So my link tree is posted to my community wall. Okay, along with the flyer for my along with the flyer for my readings with the holiday reading prices, and that's going to change actually next week. In fact, there's not going to be a holiday special after next week on readings. They're going to go back up to regular price. Okay, which ain't much difference. I think my 30-minute readings are 55 hour readings are 111, so it's not like it's a huge difference, you know anyway. So yeah. um so what else was I going to tell y'all? Oh yeah, my Yule circle is very, very good for protection. Just FYI, it really is. And some of y'all have things that are going on beyond the beyond what the Yule circle will help you with, but at least it'll buy you some time. Okay. And then also you get discounts on cleanses and curse reversals. Okay. Cleanses are typically an internal, it's an internal thing, and when you're doing curse reversals, this is involving external. Okay, so that's going to involve people outside of yourself. Typically cleanses, um if I do a cleanse for you and I get signs that there's an outside person that is attacking you, then you'll have to upgrade it to a curse reversal. Yeah. Some people think they can just get by on a cleanse, and you can't. It's somebody spiritually attacking you. And there's a lot of people that don't take it seriously. I just had to restrict a client because the client just absolutely refused to listen to what I was saying. I kept getting, in particular, like, to me, an attack is a knock on my door. And I don't mean a physical door, I mean my spiritual door. And I don't like folks knocking at my door. So that irritates the hell out of me. So that lets me know sometimes your enemies will come knocking on my door, sometimes banging on my damn door. Or either they'll be trying to bang on the doors of my loved ones. And I just and I told her, I said, hey, I said, I'm getting knocks at the door. I'm getting I'm getting knocks at the door. You know, what's going on? Oh, well, so and so and so and so and so. No, hun, no. And I had to, yeah, no. Because I had already told her about the situation. And she's like, well, I have protection. I said, yeah, me. I said that I'm the one that's protecting you, but protection doesn't mean that you don't have to take care of the problem. Why are these people coming and knocking? Why are they knocking at my door trying to gnaw their damn way in? Shit was my question. I don't want it. That shit is annoying. I don't like that. I like peace and quiet in my astro. I don't like all that chaos. I can't even, I don't, So when I'm protecting y'all, what will happen is that stuff will come to me. It'll try to come to me. It'll try to find a way in to get to you through me. And so with the type of shield, with the type of protection that I use, ain't nothing coming in. Nothing. Ain't nothing coming in. I'm talking about stuff that can be devastating. I'm not talking about somebody talking about you on the internet. That's not, no one cares about that. I don't care about that. Like, I do care about slander and gossip. But people going, they talked about Jesus too. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say about that. Hell, people may talk about you. That doesn't mean that it should affect you. Now, if people talking about you is affecting you in any way, then there's a fucking problem. Okay. That can indicate something done happen. Because nobody should be able to control your environment or dictate what happens to you. If that's happening, something ain't right. Something is just not going right. Like, no. Okay. So you got to figure out what that is. But yeah, I just made these wonderful salts. I had laid down some, sprinkled some outside my doors and stuff. And it just, the energy was so amazing. So I did put up a video, and I'm going to make larger quantities of it, and it's all black salt. All of it is considered to be black salt, but they are for different purposes. Okay. And so that love salt, it not only protects, it's good for love, but it's also an evil eye deflector. It also banishes the evil eye. It's a lot of evil eye going on out there, and people are just downright possessed. I did a really good talk about evil eye that you guys may find interesting in case you missed that. Okay, in case you missed the evil eye discussion that I was having. Um, you don't have to be a witch or even associated with any spiritual community to be getting spiritually attacked. You don't. So, but I wanted to make the distinction when it comes to my Yule. I call it a circle. Maybe I need to quit calling it that. It's a group, but it's not like y'all are like in it together. First of all, if you're a client, I'm going to say this year, and just because you pay to get in my Yule circle doesn't mean that you're appreciating my spirits. You know, I had a client, I don't know what's going on with this person. If they're suffering early dementia, it is one of my older clients. You know, she did the veneration for Yule, but she has just been like, I don't know. I'm kind of worried about her. Like, I'm like, are you getting ready to have a stroke or something? What's wrong with you? Because, like, I don't know what's wrong with her. But I can tell you this, I don't care how old you are. You need to respect me. You're not going to treat me like I'm your child just because I'm 20 years younger than you. Like if you like if you didn't need my spiritual help, what did you come to my business for? You know what I'm saying? It's a certain level of respect that I expect from all of my clients, and this client is an older client. And I'm like, lady, I don't care about you being older than me. Okay, you need to show me respect. So it's like I don't understand that, but you know, just getting in the circle does not necessarily mean that you respect my spirits. I mean, I don't understand why somebody would even deal with a witch if you don't have any respect. Like, I don't get that. Like, it's so bizarre, but that's just one person. You know, I've had to explain to the clients though that the spirit veneration is kind of not optional, because if I were to charge you what you actually needed to pay all at once, you would not have the money to pay it. You wouldn't have been able to afford it. So this is the reason why, so that I'm able to assist people that otherwise would not be able to afford it, because there's a lot of these people out here that will charge you thousands of dollars for stuff that y'all need. And let's face it, I have a lot of complicated cases. It's not for the faint of heart, the cases that I take, and the spirits and the negative bad energy that y'all dealing with, that is essentially it'll turn all y'all hair white and make it stand up off the end. And you know, I haven't ran into any energy that has scared me to the point where I've been scared. So, you know, a lot of them will, the energy will present itself as being very scary to y'all, but I just be looking at it like, you know, poof, be gone, and abracadabra and that shit. Like, seriously, like I don't know what it is. I guess it's a gift. So I don't even be flinching. I don't even flinch when it comes to some of the bad spirits that y'all dealing with. And they be like, ah, and y'all be like, oh my God. You know, some of the stuff y'all dealing with, and I just be like, oh, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think I'm a child of Hades, y'all. I do, because I just don't be giving a damn about that stuff. Like, and y'all just be like, oh my God, it's such a big deal. And I be like, well, all I gotta do is do blase blase bloop and boopity boop is what I do. But I can tell y'all that love salt that I did is so, like the vibrations are so high on it. Like, I love that salt. It is like, that's of course, like when I was making it, the energy and the vibrations that I got from it was so peaceful and just like, oh my God, like, so y'all need to get in on some of that love salt and get y'all orders in before the, because y'all know how the mail gets real crazy around the holidays. And y'all are gonna want some of that love salt. Y'all are. Y'all are gonna want some of that. That the love salt was the last salt that I made last night. And it was, the vibe is so good. It really is. And it's not just a love salt that you can use for love purposes, but it's also an evil eye protection, because like the evil eye is like is real, like it's like very intense too, hate, just people, hateful people sending out hate. And I never knew that it existed until I actually saw people that were filled with nothing but hate and contempt. And sometimes those people will light candles and put your name or your photograph in the candle and stuff. And then a lot of y'all are dealing with evil eye curses, but you have to listen to me. Like, my client that flipped out on me, she has an evil eye on her, along with some other things. And it reared its ugly head, because it will. And I told her, I said, because that evil eye can be like a Trojan horse. And I went and tossed some salt in a few places, because you can use your salts, especially if you want to clear some energy out of your house or something. You can take some of that salt and just put it in the corners, or you can sprinkle it all over the floor prior to sweeping your floor. I love using salts and stuff. So I made a whole bunch of salts. I'm going to make some more today. So y'all get that stuff in early though, especially if y'all want some of those some of these salts and stuff that I'm making. I'm gonna make larger quantities of it, but like I said, what I showed y'all last night was concentrated salts that my clients that I already have. What I do is I mix it with another with just pure salt, plain salt, or the sea salt, not table salt. I always use sea salt. Um, but you can use table salt too. But what I do is I put in these little 4 ounce, or are they 2 ounce. You just need a little bit. Like a little bit goes a long way. Like you don't need like a whole trough of it. So that's how they come. They come in the little small containers, and I put like so much of the concentrated salt down at the bottom, and I fill the rest of it up with regular salt. You just shake it up, and then you can take it and sprinkle it where you need to sprinkle it. Okay. So because salt is really good. I mean, it can be used by itself, but when it comes to the black salts, that's where you're going to find a difference. The black salt is one of the most powerful things that you can use when dealing with spiritual stuff. Um, but it's nothing like a handmade or a homemade black salt. Because I know that in the video, like it's chunky. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, how like you go and you see black salts and they're just black. It's a lot of that black salt that you get. Some people make their black salt out of they use charcoal, activated charcoal, which activated charcoal is great. But I think a really, really good black salt is going to have a lot of herbs in it. That's where you're going to have some really, really good black salt. Okay. And then also if it's charged, because those salts that I made in my cauldron, and they were very charged with, energetically. So anyway, and that's pretty much it. If you tired of suffering. I know that last night, you know what, that them salts were so good. Y'all know that I managed to watch The Labyrinth last night. Well, not last night, it was early this morning. I was watching The Labyrinth, and I was like, oh my God, I hadn't done that in a while. And I love that movie because it really, really inspires those energies of magic. I love my magical movies that inspire the magic, because all this other mundane craziness, I just don't like it. I'd rather, uh, you know, a lot of people will call it keeping it real, but what's real to you? Like, what's real to you? What's real to me is feeling good. What's real to me is being happy. If it's a complicated situation that I'm dealing with, I'ma handle it. But a lot of people be like, I want to deal with something real. And what is that? Arguing all day and being chaotic? I don't think so. And I don't know why, but a lot of court cases and stuff and complicated situations and beefs that y'all be having with people, that stuff is going to affect your heart chakra. I'm sorry, I like to keep my heart healthy. I like to feel good. Like it, but all that stress ain't good for your heart. I be seeing people yelling and screaming. I be like, ooh, I be sensing they heart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when I fuss about something, my heart is still protected. My heart is still in normal. But a lot of people be running around here arguing and stressed out. That's not good for your heart. And then, of course, the evil eye and curses, a lot of times those act as silent killers. You can be having somebody throw something at you, and they gonna throw it at your heart chakra, and you don't even be realizing it until it's too late. There's somebody throwing something at you. So that's why I think that love salt is gonna be real good. So anyway, hmm and it did smell like eucalyptus last night. I gotta get containers for it. And I'm gonna put a little bit more eucalyptus in it, but I'm put some of my ylang in my love salt. Cause that ylang stuff is really good. I love that essential oil ylang. That's some good stuff right there. So anyway, but if y'all want to schedule y'all readings for the weekend, go ahead and get it in now, okay? Cause I don't like to do stuff at the last minute. And then, a lot of times my existing clients will come in, and then spirit will kind of like, so get I use a booking link to schedule my readings to keep things really organized. So go ahead and book it in advance, because my readings are going back up to regular price, believe it or not, probably like a week before Christmas. So, and the readings are accurate if you want to know, you know what I'm saying? If you want to know what's happening. And I always tell people, well, if you get a negative outcome on the readings, just try your best to do some spiritual work. And I keep it real ethical. I don't tell you a lie on your reading just to get you to buy spiritual work. That doesn't make any sense. I never did understand that. But that's because there's a lot of ethics set up around this that a lot of people don't pay attention to, because it's a hustle to them. But for me, I actually am connected to Hecate. I actually am connected to these spirits like that. So, they hold me up to a high standard. Santa Martha holds me up to a very high standard. Okay. So just a warning, guys. It's not for entertainment purposes only. People have real situations going on. That's why y'all don't see me really messing around too much. Like, people got real situations going on. You gotta, and I don't know, when it comes to my job, my kids, and health, I take those things very seriously. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta go, y'all, because it's iced coffee time. So I'll catch y'all later. Okay. What you do to schedule a reading is, when I'm done with this, I'll put a link to my link tree in the video description box. And just go directly to my link tree or text me, and my Cash App is in the video description box also. And then you can just text me at my number is posted in the video description box. You can just text me to schedule, okay? Cause y'all gonna need it. You be shocked at the chaotic energy that's out there. And I've had, like I said, I don't be seeing it coming, because I don't put my clients under mind control. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do that. But I had a client that just threw a bunch of chaotic energy at me, and I know where it came from, because the client works around, like, older people that are sick, works with sick people. And I'll be telling her, I'll be like, hey, listen, when any field of nursing or medical anything, man, you need to regularly cleanse y'all need regular cleanses, spiritual cleanses. And that's all I can say. And protection. Y'all need spiritual protection, especially if you work in hospice or something. Oh my God. That's why my auntie, years ago, I wanted to be a nurse, and she was like, nope, nope, you ain't doing, nope, nah. Because she knew that I was gifted. Because, my aunt is the one that raised me until I was 5, and she realized that I was a medium back then, because her son had passed away. And of course, he took care of me a lot. I was very close to her son, and she said she realized very young, at the age of 3, that after he passed on, that I was seriously communicating with him. And then, not only that, she told me, she said, I could tell that you were like a vessel for spirits. If you are a medium or a shaman or a witch, you are the veil. You are the veil. For real. That's what I realized. Like, I was looking at this one friend of my daughter's like 4 years ago. For some reason, this dude came over my house to visit my daughter, and he just kind of fell asleep twice. But when he fell asleep, it was stuff coming through him, and it was not good stuff either. So that's why it's important for you to possibly even set traps or do work in your astral to make sure that any and everything ain't coming through you too. So that's another thing. That's another problem about being a medium, is that you are the veil. Like, you're the link between the spirit realm and this realm. And so spirits can be coming through you. And you just can't let any and everything come through you like that. You just, like, get it together. Cause that's not cool. Okay. It's not, like, and that's what is gonna affect your relationships and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of shamans walking around here. It's a lot of y'all. Some of them spirits will come through and possess you. So that's why it's a good idea to, you know, and then you don't have to necessarily okay, you don't have to. It's certain things that you need to do to protect yourself. And I understand that there was probably a lot of trauma and abuse as children. Some of it did have to do with your spiritual gifts, right? Because people didn't really understand you. So that's another thing is, getting past the trauma of it all, of people not understanding you and not knowing what needed to be done. And so, that's another thing that we're doing is we're working on healing the inner child in the Yule group. And that's important. Okay. And then plus, of course, Mercury, when it will be in retrograde, I think until past Christmas. So that's a trip within itself. But I love Mercury retrograde because it's such an opportunity. Okay. It's actually a very powerful time during the Mercury retrograde, you know. So, but again, some of y'all, if you had some real crazy stuff going on as a child, like sexual abuse, oh my God, like that's something that you seriously have to be disciplined. It takes discipline to get past any kind of sexual or physical abuse as a child. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear that word because that's part of the reason that led to the trauma was somebody disciplining you. And so you're like, I don't even want to hear that word, Jamila, because that's the source of my trauma is discipline. But I'm talking about you have to be disciplined in your healing and your recovery of that is what I'm talking about. And you know what I'm saying? You want to be focused, okay? You don't want to avoid. So many people that are avoiding that situation, like you do ultimately end up disassociating yourself from the situation that happened as a child, but you actually have to it's work that has to be done with that. Okay. So when I say avoiding, I'm not saying that you have to sit and think about it all the time because you don't. But there is going to be a period of time where you have to focus on it um and deal with it, which they call it shadow work. And there's a lot of people that have a really hard time dealing with shadow work. It's not easy. And you literally have to find somebody that is patient. Now, for me, I have been very harsh here lately to protect myself for real because, I can't afford for people to be messing up right now. Like, I have to make sure that my best interest is protected as well. Okay. So, I'm not Jesus and I'm not, yeah, no, I'm not Christian. Okay. I don't when it comes to Christianity, to me what it seems like is that it's like a sacrificial lamb. And no, we don't. No, I'm pagan. No, so there's a way of doing things without even I don't even sacrifice chickens or anything, so to speak. You know how people will sacrifice a chicken, and I've had plenty of clients that come to me and be like, I had some work done to where the person sent me a photograph of where they were sacrificing a chicken, and it's been a year or two, and it apparently did not work. I'm like, well, did the person give you any of the feathers of the chicken or the blood of the chicken or something? No. Well, that's why it didn't work, because so, it's certain things that you have to do, because I know that ritual. And yeah, no. I'm like, if the practitioner is not completing the ritual, then that's why it didn't work. But I don't even do that. That's not how I work. So, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's just that's just that. But all right, y'all, happy Friday. I will see y'all. Those of you that are going to schedule readings, I'll see y'all soon. And be on the lookout for my link tree. Okay. I got to have me some coffee. All right. Y'all try to have a good day, but just, try to get that stuff handled, because, oh my God, oh my God, I'm staying away from social media crap. And we got a full moon coming up. When's the full moon? I think full moon is gonna be around Christmas. Oh my God. Oh, I just be peaceful. Where you see people, it be a bunch of chaos and fighting and arguing and crying and shit, and I be real peaceful and tranquil. I don't understand all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when you get to be a certain age, it's like, what in the world? Why? If you find yourself with a lot of chaotic energy, you really need the energy of Mars. A lot of people think that it would work in opposite, right? But no, it actually, if you have a lot of chaos, what is Mars going to do? Mars is going to bring order in that chaos. And so a lot of people, they think that Mars is chaos. Well, it depends on what side of the coin that you're on. Are you on the right side of right? And because if you on the wrong side of wrong, then yeah, Mars is going to bring you a lot of chaos. But Mars is actually a very I like the transmutative properties of the energy of Mars, because I work with a lot of planetary stuff too. Okay, so anywho, I will see y'all later. All right, blessings. Bye.